For the dry sterile dressing skill, first of all, I'm going to gather my supplies. Just in case I have scissors here. I have a sterile dressing, and with each supply, I'm going to be checking the expiration date and if they're up to date, if they're not expired, and if they're intact. So this is intact, not expired. I also have clean gloves. I have a tape that is also packaged and not expired. I have sterile drape. It's packaged and not expired. And I have sterile surgical gloves that are also packaged and not expired. I'm gonna move everything inside here so I can have my table. And this is gonna be my sterile field later on, and it is above my waist, so it's higher. And I'm gonna go into the patient's room. Hello, Mr. Pillow, how are you doing today? I came in to change the dressing on your wound and to see how well it's healing. How do you have any pain? No. Do you feel any discomfort around your wound? Okay, no discomfort, that's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off carefully the just check the old dressing, and I'm gonna put the new dressing on. All right, you ready? Okay, I'm going to provide the privacy. I'm gonna raise the bed for the proper body mechanics, and I'm gonna lower the side rail so I can have an easy access to your wound. At this point, I'm gonna wash my hands really good, like really good, for 20 seconds. I'm gonna put my clean gloves on. My clean gloves are going on. Not forgetting anything. At this point, I'm going to look at the wound. Here's our wound here. And if it would be painful for the patient, for Mr. Pillow, as I'm taking off the tape from his skin, we could take a clean washcloth, wet it, and put it and soak it a little bit so it will be coming off a little easier. But in this case, he's good. We're ready to take it off. I'm gonna take off the dressing, and here we have a wound right here. I'm gonna look at the dressing and to see if there is any drainage. On this dressing, there's no drainage, and I would look if there is any odor, or if the dressing is serous or serous sanguis or purulent, and I would measure how much it is and what color. I would document that later on. And I'm looking at the wound here as well, and I see that 90% there is pink granulation. The wound is healing. That's a good sign. There's 10% of white skin. That is the healing part. The skin around the wound is dry, warm, and pink. So it looks really good. Now, if there is no tunneling or undermining, but if there was tunneling or undermining, with tunneling, I would take the sterile swab, and I would go carefully in to check how deep it is, and then I would measure that and also document it as well. In this wound, I'm going to measure with my measuring tape here, not touching the wound. Carefully, I would measure and see this is 9 centimeters long and 2.5 centimeters wide. So 9 centimeters long and 2.5 centimeters wide. At this point, we looked at the wound. Everything looks great. The wound is healing. This dressing, I'm going to fold like that. I'm gonna take my gloves kind of like not touching my skin, take it off with this hand and put two fingers here and make a package like that, not touching the outside of this glove. And I'm gonna, this is like the dressing is inside of the glove, so I'm going to discard it. I'm going to wash my hands again really good, and I'm going to prepare my sterile field. And I'm going to start with the sterile drape. I'm going to open it away from me, all the way. It's in this paper, so I'm going to take the paper and I'm going to look to see if there is a corner, and there is a corner right here. This is the corner. I am going to take it by this one corner and provide an inch of that side. Not touching anything else. And this is gonna be my sterile field. There we go, my sterile field. Next, I'm taking the sterile, so I'm discarding this. Next, I'm going to take my sterile dressing, also open it away from me. And carefully put it on a sterile dressing, sterile drape. Okay, not touching that. Next, I'm going to prepare the band-aid as well. Put it next, like that. And now I'm going to open the sterile gloves, but not touching the sterile field over there. Away from me as well. This is in the paper, and so discarding that. And the gloves are opening the right way. I need to open them really good. So, the inside, I can touch the inside of the glove, but the outside is sterile. This is still recording. So I'm gonna take that and my hand goes into the glove just like that. This is a sterile glove now, the sterile hand. And now I can go underneath of this and put it on this hand. Okay, Now these are the sterile gloves are on. I cannot touch anything with it. So I'm gonna take the sterile dressing, and this time I'm not gonna put it vertically, but I'm gonna turn it around 90 degrees, just so it's not on the same skin parts. And now I'm going to, of course it's really hard with these gloves, but I'm going to tape it all around. All around the edges. Yeah, I'll tape it all around the edges. All four edges. But I'm gonna save the tape and I'm not gonna do like all four. And that's it. At this point I can take off the sterile gloves with my two fingers out, and they're going to here and clean all of it, going to discard. And thank you so much. We're done here. I'm gonna raise your rail, side rail. I'm gonna lower your bed. I'm going to give you a cold bell light, and I'm gonna wash my hands one more time. And at this point, I'm gonna go and document all my findings.